I'm going to start with the lower one and then put the upper one in after I get the right angle for the dangle of the keyhole. So I've been asked to turn this crappy old unwanted guitar into a sign for a camp cabin. The thought was that I could carve it in my CNC router, but it's a 1/4 inch too thick to fit, is what she said. So my second thought was to carve an overlay with pickguard material, so that's the direction I'm going to try. Of course, I can't just make a sign. I need to add more to it, or give it a function, so on top of it just being wall art, it'll light up, and hopefully still be playable. So stick around if you want to see how I do that. So I did some design work on this already, and here's what I came up with. Camp Chaos, that's what they call it. Sounds like fun. So I'm going to carve these pieces out of a 3-ply acrylic pickguard material. The brown areas you see will be uncut, while the white areas will be carved only down to the white middle layer. And then I'll kind of put them in place. I'll roughly carve out the guitar top where the white areas are, and then glue these pieces down. So I'm hoping it's enough to make the white areas glow a bit, and then the sound hole will represent the moon coming up over the mountains. I've bought some of these cheap lamp lights that you would use on like a plastic Halloween pumpkin or a Christmas village house, and they clip into a hole and they have a roller on-off switch. And these are LED to reduce heat, so I'll probably put that down in the bottom corner, like where you might have an input jack, and they're easily removable too. But I think I should start with carving the overlays. I originally planned on using this tortoise shell material, but I don't know, the color doesn't really match well. They kind of clash. So I'm going to use this sheet of black material that I had, and I think it'll give it a nice contrast. So, all right, let's get cracking. Alright, I got these 3 pieces carved out. I know they look horrible now, covered in plastic dust and burrs, but when I clean up the edges, peel off that top cover cellophane, they'll look pretty good. I unfortunately went a tad too deep in a couple spots and carved right through the white. You get one kind of lifted spot and it messes up your carve. There's only so much white sandwiched in there anyway, maybe less than a 32nd inch. So after I clean these up, I'll most likely need to paint those areas in white. Additionally, I need to use the Dremel to carve for the bridge and a bit at the neck. It would probably just be easier if I showed you, so should I just do the YouTube hand clap? Like a cheap sound effect? Nice. Now I planned on carving out the holes on the body to kind of let the light show through where the white areas are, but the black backing layer is just too opaque. Doesn't let any light through at all, so carving up the wood is just wasted effort. I am, however, going to inlay the white areas with some glow-in-the-dark resin. I think that'd be a nice touch. So let me take off the original pickguard. I'm going to glue these down in place and mix up some epoxy. Onward. Alright, I got my epoxy mixed up here. Two-part, I use this glaze coat, Famowood. Cheapest stuff you can get by the gallon. Works just fine for doing an inlay. And I got some glow powder in each of these cups. I have some green, some white, and some blue. So, I'll make sure I'm using the right one. That's green. I'll put the green down the trees, of course. And it'll just look white. But when it's charged and it's a little bit dark, it should glow up nice and green. I'm just going to kind of put a little bit in the larger areas and let it kind of soak in there. I probably got about 10 minutes of work time with this stuff. This one is the white. I think I want to use that on the mountains. And that one's the blue. Wow, did you see how that thing glows? That was perfect. So it's the next day. It isn't totally hardened, but you know, you can still handle it. I got a plastic pumpkin out to measure for the hole. Turns out to be 1 1/8 inches. I don't have a hole saw that size. I have one in 1 inch, and that'll work. It's either that or the paddle bits. I know you love the paddle bits. Also want to brighten up the sound hole, so I went through my rattle can collection, pulled out these 4. And I'm kind of torn. I like all 4 of them. I have a yellow, orange, gold, and a silver. And they all go well with the tone of the wood. But instead of using just one, I think I'm going to try to do a fade. So I'm going to lay down a lot of gold on the inside. I think that'll help reflect some light. And then an orange circle, and then finally yellow in the center. Kind of like the sun. So I'm going to drill this hole and do some painting. Let's crank on. I got the light installed and my sunburst fade looks just fine. Also gave it a cleanup of any overspray, and now I want to, believe it or not, I want to put strings on it. Mostly for aesthetics, but maybe someone will want to pluck a tune. I do need to replace the tuners on one side, and I have a set that sort of matches here out of the stash. The cabin's only used periodically, so I'm going to go with nylon strings. I found these pretty cheap. Should be just fine in a place that's not often used. Another thing, this guitar is missing some bracing on the inside, and I just don't want the tension of the steel strings anyway. So let's do it. Good enough. Well, you can pluck a tune on it, there's that. I also want to put a hanger on the back, and I kind of found if I put one here like on an angle, it'll make the trees kind of straight up and down the way I want them. I'm going to start with a lower one and then put the upper one in after I get the right angle for the dangle of the keyhole. Nice. Yeah, it's like out of the way, you know, it can still hang on the wall. Perfect. Well, there you go, an unwanted beat up guitar upcycled into some wall art. I added the owner's last name on the headstock for a final touch. And I know it looks crazy, but it's still functional. Just take out the light, tune it up. I can totally see Vic Hucklebuck or Amazing Jay playing this around the campfire in the Great White North. So here it is, glowing in the dark. And here it is with the bulb on. I'm hoping an LED night light bulb will make it a little bit brighter. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining me. Give me a thumbs up for filming it for you, and we'll talk again soon.